Tired of tossing and turning all night? Do you wake up feeling like you haven't slept a wink? I've been there, and trust me, it's exhausting. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking a truly restful night's sleep isn't some expensive gadget or magic pill? It's all about what you do in the hours leading up to bedtime. Today, I am going to share 5 game-changing nighttime rituals that will transform your sleep and help you wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to conquer the day. These are simple, science-backed practices that anyone can do. So if you're ready to say goodbye to restless nights and hello to deep, restorative sleep, stick around. You won't want to miss this. Let's dive right into our first ritual, powering down your screens. I know, it's the one we've all heard before, but there's a powerful reason why it's so crucial. Our phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light, which is a major enemy of sleep. This specific wavelength of light tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime, which suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that tells our body it's time to wind down and sleep. Think of it like this. Your brain has an internal clock, and blue light is like hitting the snooze button on your bedtime alarm. So my challenge to you is to create a digital sunset. At least 1 hour before you plan to go to sleep, put all your screens away. Yes, that means no more scrolling through social media in bed or falling asleep to a show on your laptop. I promise, the initial FOMO is worth the incredible sleep you'll get in return. Instead of staring at a screen, you'll be preparing your mind and body for our next rituals. Alright, now that the screens are off, what do you do with that newfound hour? This brings us to ritual number 2, create a decompression zone. Your day is filled with stress, deadlines, and a constant stream of information. You can't just flip a switch and expect your brain to turn off. You need to give it time to unwind. This is your personal time to decompress. Find a quiet, comfortable spot and engage in a calming activity. For some, this might be reading a physical book, not on a tablet. The act of turning pages can be incredibly meditative. For others, it might be listening to calming music or a relaxing podcast. Another fantastic option is journaling. Spend 10 to 15 minutes writing down whatever is on your mind. Get those racing thoughts, worries, and tomorrow's to-do list out of your head and onto paper. This acts as a mental dump, clearing your mind so it's not buzzing with anxiety when your head hits the pillow. The key is to find what works for you. The goal isn't to be productive. It is to be present and to gently signal to your body that the day is over and it is safe to relax. With your mind starting to quiet down, let's focus on the body with our third ritual, gentle stretching and mindful breathing. You don't need a full-blown yoga session. Just a few simple, gentle stretches can work wonders for releasing the physical tension you've built up throughout the day. Think about where you hold your stress. Is it in your neck, your shoulders, your lower back? Focus on those areas. A simple neck roll, a cat-cow stretch, or a child's pose can feel absolutely divine. As you stretch, pair it with mindful breathing. This is where the magic really happens. A great technique to try is the 4-7-8 breathing method. It's incredibly simple. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. This technique is like a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system. It forces your body to slow down, lowers your heart rate, and shifts you into a state of calm. Doing just a few rounds of this can make a massive difference in how quickly you are able to drift off. Now for ritual number 4, which is all about engaging your senses to create a sleep-friendly environment. Lower the lights and cool the room. Our bodies are naturally programmed to sleep when it's dark and cool. About 2 hours before bed, start dimming the lights in your home. Swap out bright overhead lights for softer, warmer lamps. This helps your body's natural melatonin production kick into high gear. If you have dimmer switches, use them. Next, let's talk temperature. The ideal temperature for sleep is actually quite cool, typically between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. When you go to sleep, your body's core temperature naturally drops, and a cool room helps facilitate this process. A warm, stuffy room can lead to restlessness and frequent waking. So turn down that thermostat, crack a window, or use a fan. Creating this cool, dark, cave-like environment sends a powerful signal to your brain that it's time for deep, uninterrupted rest. Finally, we've arrived at our fifth and perhaps most comforting ritual. Enjoy a warm, caffeine-free beverage. There's something incredibly soothing and ritualistic about sipping on a warm drink before bed. It's a final, gentle step that caps off your wind-down routine. The key here is caffeine-free. Obvious choices to avoid are coffee and black or green teas. Instead, opt for something like a chamomile tea, which is famous for its calming properties and has been used as a sleep aid for centuries. Peppermint tea is great for digestion, and a warm cup of milk, perhaps with a dash of turmeric for a golden latte, can also be very comforting. This isn't just about the drink itself, but the act of mindfully preparing and enjoying it. It's a moment of warmth and self-care that provides a clear, final transition from the business of the day to the quiet of the night. It's the perfect, cozy end to your evening routine, telling your entire being that it's now time to sleep. So there you have it, 5 powerful nighttime rituals to completely transform your sleep. Let's do a quick recap. First, power down your screens at least an hour before bed to boost your melatonin. Second, create a decompression zone by reading, journaling, or listening to calm music. Third, release physical tension with gentle stretching and mindful breathing, like the 4-7-8 technique. Fourth, optimize your environment by lowering the lights and cooling down your room. And fifth, cap it all off with a warm, caffeine-free beverage to soothe your body and mind. I encourage you to not just listen to these tips, but to actually try them. You don't have to do all 5 at once. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate with you the most and build from there. Consistency is the key. When you make these rituals a non-negotiable part of your evening, you are investing in your health, your mood, and your overall well-being. Good sleep isn't a luxury. It's a fundamental pillar of a healthy life. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button for more content on living a healthier, happier life. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's your favorite nighttime ritual, or which one are you excited to try first? Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.